Hey, this is Jeff from Northfield Mortgage Group. So today's frequently asked question is one that I get all the time, and that's what does a lender consider when looking at my mortgage application? So basically, there's three things. Um, Three questions that the lender is asking themselves. Can the client pay? Will the client pay? And if the client doesn't pay, what is our security? How are we going to get our money back? So let's go through it real quick because I could draw this out and make this into a 10-minute video, but I don't want to. All right. So can the client pay? So basically, the lender is going to look at your income versus your debt, okay, and the ratio of that. And there's a couple of key ratios, and I'm going to do another video where we walk through how the calculations work. So they're going to look at your income versus your debt and look at basically how much is left over that you can use to pay your mortgage. Um, will you pay basically comes down to your credit report. So they're going to look at your credit history. They're going to look at how well you've paid your bills on time. They're going to look at how much debt that you have and compared to like credit cards, like the limit on your credit cards. And it's not just about the credit score. Credit score is really important. There are minimum thresholds for credit scores, but there's a lot of other things that appear on a credit report that a lender will look at and could cause them to decline your application, even though your credit score is perfectly acceptable. And then the final question is, what happens if you don't pay? Okay, so the lender is going to look at two key things. One, they're going to look at your down payment and how much skin you have in the game. Because obviously, the bigger the down payment you have, the less chance that you're going to walk away from that mortgage. And then, secondly, they're going to look at the property. Okay, and they're going to want to determine whether or not that property is a marketable property in case they have to sell it. Now, there's a bunch of other things that go into that, the answers to that question that the lender asks themselves. One of which is mortgage insurance, and I'm going to do a separate video on mortgage insurance because it's kind of a big topic, and I want to try and keep this video as short as possible. All right, so there you go. That is the answer to the question, what does a lender look when they're considering my mortgage application? If you have any questions, put them in the chat box down below, and we will be happy to answer them for you.